Oh hey, almost didn't see you there. I almost feel like I have a little bit of explaining to do. It's been a little bit since I last posted and I've been MIA on Instagram. Basically, I took a little break from social media and from everything. So I deleted Instagram off my phone, took a break from YouTube for a little bit and just wanted to honestly, I was feeling a little down. And I know YouTube isn't really the place where, normally people share their down stories. Just wanted to take a break from social media and just kind of recoup and gather my thoughts and get back to the real world a little bit, because you can get caught up in other people's lives when you're constantly on social media. So I just wanted to step away from that for a little bit. I honestly feel really recharged and really rejuvenated now. For those of you who are newly subscribed, new to my videos and new to my channel, I just want to let you guys know I'm going to be posting a lot more videos. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. Like the video, and today's video is a little special treat for you guys, how I met Logan Paul. A little bit of backstory on that, the day that it happened and the significance that it has within my life. Yeah, let's get right into it. It was the day before I was gonna get baptized. For those of you who don't know, I'm gonna share a little bit of insight about myself right now, get a little personal. I was baptized and I'm a part of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Great church, great people. So basically, I met Logan Paul the day/night I was gonna get baptized. I was gonna get baptized on a Saturday. I randomly drove to LA just to hang out and just chill before I got back, the day before my baptism. And to preface this story a little bit, basically the day before I was like, all right, am I making the right decision going through this? People that I was talking to about getting baptized, some of my friends and peers that I talked to about this were like, dude, don't do it. It's gonna be a huge mistake, don't do it, And that sort of thing. Even though I felt like deep down this was the right decision to make, this was the right path to be on. Long story short, best decision I've ever made in my life. The path that I'm on right now, amazing, beautiful. One with God, one with Jesus Christ. Absolute blessing. Going to LA was figuring things out and just thinking about, okay, is this the right thing? Does it feel right? Basically, how do I feel about all this? And just really that period of gathering myself, having a good time and just thinking things through and thinking wow, this is really happening, So going to LA, no really big plans. The day is December 14th. I know this because I got baptized December 15th. I just go to LA, no plans, just eat, hang out, chill. I'm just realizing right now too that I go to LA to eat a lot. I've talked about this in my other videos. LA has the greatest food. So I'm just realizing now that I'm definitely going to make my top 5 favorite food spots in LA for you guys, take you guys along with me. So you can watch out for that video because I am definitely going to be making that video. Let's get it. Anyways, it turns out there's a concert going on because I'm just driving around seeing what's happening. So I drive, I see this massive concert. I think it's a Rolling Loud that's happening or something like that. I think it was Rolling Loud. I try to find parking to maybe see the concert from the street or something because there's a lot of people watching from the street. There's big screens everywhere. There's no parking anywhere. I'm driving slow and trying to find parking. There's no parking. There's this alleyway. I'm driving past this alleyway and this black dude comes up to my car and knocks on my window because there's a long line of cars. He comes up to my car and he's like, yo, do you need parking? And I'm like, yeah, I'm looking to find parking, yeah. And he's like, I got a spot for you over here if you just pull in. And I'm like, this is super sketchy because this is in an alleyway. And I'm like, He's like, don't worry about it, come on. I'm like, all right. Super sketched out, but I do it. I pull into the alleyway, there's no one there, it's super dark. He's got these cones set up and he's like, dude, I got you, just park right here. And I pull into the alleyway, I park in the alleyway and he's like, dog, I got you, I got your car, that'll be $20. And I'm like, oh man, I don't have any cash. And he's like, just around the corner, there's an ATM. And I'm like, all right. So I go to the ATM and I pretend to put my card in and I'm like, man, I gotta tell you, man, I really don't have any money to give you, man. I'm sorry, I really don't have any money. And he's like, really, you got nothing? He's like, $10, $5. I'm like, I don't have it, man. I really don't have it, I'm sorry. Just super sketched out. Because in the back of my mind, I'm like, this isn't safe. I shouldn't be leaving my car in this alleyway by this random black dude that I don't know. Not that it has nothing to do with the fact that he's black, it's just, I'm digging myself in the hole here, but it's just super scary situation to be in, right? So I'm like, it's not safe to park here. I'm just like, it's fine. I'll just take my car. I'm sorry, I don't have any money to give you. He's like, you know what, man? Don't worry about it. I got you. Just leave your car there. I'll watch it for you. Do what you gotta do. We brothers gotta look out for each other, right? And I'm like, I don't know. He's like, no, I got you. And I'm like, leap of faith. All right, I'm trying to get this concert. There's no parking. I'm like, all right, I trust you, man. Thanks. We dap up, I leave, and I'm walking out in the back of my head. I'm like, dude, I'm screwed. My car's probably gonna get stolen into or whatever, but pray to God nothing happens. Hope for the best. Like, I'm just gonna try and have a good time at this concert maybe. I don't know. Before going to LA, I was just like, man, back in line, am I making the right decision, right? So the whole night is being set up like, okay, the night before my baptism, I'm trying to have a good time, right? And this will make sense later in the story. I go to the concert, I go watch it on the street. I'm walking on the street, there's a ton of people on the street watching it from the street. 21 Savage, and Post Malone, Sway Lee. I remember specifically walking onto the street and seeing Post Malone and Sway Lee performing Sunflower. I just want to say that Sway Lee is not very good live. Doesn't hit the notes that he hits in those songs. Auto-tune is miracle worker. Yeah, I'm having a good time on the street and I'm watching the concert, and who do I see walking on the street? Logan Paul and Jake Paul dancing, vibing. They got camera dudes around them, walking in just a crowd of people who aren't super like fanboying or like not freaking out that they're there, you know? I watch Logan Paul's videos, like specifically I'm thinking about the best year of my life videos where he's like, he goes to Dubai and stuff and people are mobbing him. Makes him look like a huge deal, right? Which kind of is a big deal, almost has 20 million subscribers on YouTube. Basically, I reference him as big dog on YouTube, king of YouTube. Big deal for me. I see a lot of his videos, I've kept up with him. It's like, dang, that's crazy. A lot of energy there. Logan and Jake Paul on the street dancing to this concert. Maybe they're trying to get in or something too, I don't know. I see him on the street and I'm like, dang, and they're walking. I'm like on the side of the street, they're walking, kind of jog over to Logan Paul and I'm like, I pull out my phone. I'm like, yo, can I get a video with you? Can I get a picture with you? He's like, yeah, sure. And then I have this little video that I think I'm gonna just play in the beginning. Or play now, I don't know yet. I haven't edited the video, but share that clip with you guys. Me meeting him was like, dang, pretty starstruck. And also the biggest thing for me meeting him was like energy. Being next to him, that dude has a ton of just good energy and like good vibes where I was like, dude, there's a reason why this guy's successful, and just feeling his vibe. And honestly, like when you're around certain people, genuinely, I don't know if it's everybody, but you can feel out people's energy, feel out people's vibe. And being next to him and talking with him for a little bit, it's like a way different kind of energy. Like there's a reason why he's where he's at. To tie this all back into like my baptism and stuff, it was like, this is the path you can be on. Because for me, I was trying to find my way, coming to Santa Barbara, being super lost, not knowing what path to be on, potentially thinking about joining a frat, looking at all these other options because I had just gotten to like Santa Barbara at the time, really new. It was almost like I was asking for a sign. Am I doing the right thing? And meeting him the night before my baptism was like, this is the path you could be on. As crazy as that sounds. Because for me, knowing that I wanted to do YouTube, knowing that I want to be in entertainment, knowing that I want to live and work in LA, and having that kind of set out, knowing that that was my plan, not being for sure on that, but that was like kind of in the back of my mind, this is kind of what I want to do. And now at this point, being on the path that I'm on and doing all the things that I'm doing, like making YouTube content, majoring in film and media at UCSB, meeting Logan Paul was like a confirmation of this is where you can end up if you really work hard. You can have this kind of energy, you can have this kind of vibe. You can build a platform for yourself and end up like Logan Paul potentially one day. Be an influencer like Logan Paul, as crazy as that sounds. And that's obviously someone who I look to as reference points now. There's people in my life that are not necessarily role models, but a good word is like influencer, these big people that do shape your perception of certain things in life and help you visualize certain things that you want to add or not add into your life. He's definitely one of those people that I see that's built a platform for himself, just somebody, a Midwest Ohio kid who blew up on Vine, was making Vines, blew up, started making YouTube videos, blew up. Someone who I look to as a reference point. And then to be able to meet him, feel his energy, feel his vibe, was like, okay, get baptized, you're on the right path. And now I'm making YouTube videos and will be doing that much more consistently. And so that was a huge deal for me. Meeting Logan Paul was definitely a confirmation, like, get baptized, you're doing the right thing. Almost like a sign from God, like, yo, this is what you could become. This is what you could be. This is a platform that you could build and utilize like Logan Paul does. So that's my story. That's how I met him. That's the significance of it. Made it to the end of this video. Props, respects. I hope the story was somewhat entertaining or inspiring or added some sort of value. But if you stuck around to the end, I truly appreciate it. If you've made it this far, you might as well drop a like and subscribe. I will see you tomorrow on my next video. Peace.